How's it going, guys? My name is Jensen, but you can call me Luggy. And this is my 1991 Mazda Miata. So notice there's actually no engine inside my car, and that is because back in August I discovered that my piston rings were no longer functioning per se, and as a result oil was mixing with fuel inside of all 4 cylinders, and it just had to be fixed, to say the least. So the whole motor's out and is being rebuilt right now by a machine shop. But the thing is, I'm not that mechanically inclined, so you're gonna be meeting Jared later, and Jared's a mechanic. He's owned like quite a few Miatas, and he's the one who pretty much took out my engine and is helping me with this whole process. We also did some suspension work, which is why the car is sitting much lower. Well, you guys have never seen it, but it's sitting way lower than it was before, okay? Trust me. So while I'm waiting for the machine shop to go ahead and finish up the engine, I'm gonna go ahead and clean this engine bay because it is really dirty. But the thing is, in order to do that, I need to kind of rearrange everything here because this is not really washable per se. Yeah. It's time-lapse time, or whatever. Just, come with me. Right there, as you can tell, is super dirty. Everywhere along there is super dirty. All right, bro, we get it. Just this whole thing really does need cleaning up. And as you can tell, Jared and I, we've already done some of the Ziploc work for some of the wires. So yeah, I'm just gonna make this thing a little bit neater before I even like hose it down. Stay tuned. My buddy Jared, who I told you guys about before, who's the one who's pretty much done this whole thing, recommended me this secret sauce from Chemical Guys called Diablo Wheel Cleaner. Now we're gonna be using this wheel cleaner to clean this engine bay, but that's step 3 of like 4 or 5 that I've just made up. So step 1 is going to involve getting rid of all loose material. So that means I'm gonna grab one of those microfiber cloths and just kind of quickly go through everything, just make sure all like if there's any leaves or anything like that, make sure all that's off. We're gonna hose the entire thing down, but just kind of quickly, just to get everything wet. Then we're gonna spray this around. Then we're gonna use the sponge or brush, depending on what I find. And we're just gonna brush everything down, let it sit for a couple minutes, hose it off again, and then we're gonna go through everything again, just in case I miss like a little bits and pieces, you know? I know that was complicated, just bear with me because it changes. I'm excited and I'm glad that you guys are joining me. Now that I have like this car, which I'm slowly bringing back to life, you know? I don't know, it just gives me, I'm really happy. Oh, okay, bro, we get it. So we're gonna go ahead and go through step 1. We're literally just gonna be spraying this area, and then you guys can't see, but that area over there.
Hellcats, SRCs, nigga come pull up on me. Drive the car fast, do the dash, it make my coochie leak.
I just realized how stupid I am. Oh my God, bro. Ooh, so this is quite dumb of me because I knew I had this thing, but this is gonna help me get rid of all that loose shit and yeah, in there.
Real bad bitch, sitting pretty, 1,000 for the week.
So we got rid of all the loose debris. We're gonna move on to the next step, which is kind of lightly hosing everything down. It's okay if water gets down there, I don't really care. I'm gonna definitely avoid cables over there and potentially things right here.
And there's exotic, I look cute when I'm smoking weed. Track hog, say he wanna eat it, but that shit important. Bend it off, I'm from St. Louis.
Wow, great angle, Jensen.
Say he like my order, tell that nigga cash out for a whip if he want my order. Playing.
So I was kind of surprised at the beginning with how much water was coming out all at once. So now pretty much what I'm gonna do is take my wheel cleaner and just spray that everywhere. All that black stuff you see on the car is similar to what you'd find on a car's wheel. So we're gonna go ahead and, you know, clean it. And you thought I was gonna play some more Sexy Red, huh? Bruh, this fucking autofocus is so annoying. Like, I definitely feel like I got most of the spots they want to get. Dude, this thing smells like bubble gum. So we finished that. I'm pretty much just gonna let it sit for a little bit, you know, because I need to let it sit. Then after that, I'm gonna go ahead and get a sponge or like a wet cloth, probably just a wet microfiber. And then I'm just gonna go through it all and just wipe everything down. going to spray the wheel cleaner on there one more time, then we're going to hose it, and then we're just going to let it air dry because that doesn't really matter. But I will be going back through it again with a microfiber after I hose it down the second time, just to make sure. So of course I didn't film the most important part of the video, which is where you see it go from dirty to not dirty. But yeah, it went from dirty to not dirty. Okay, so that second time right there did probably the best job ever. Yeah, thanks, bro. We saw that. This thing is almost perfectly white in certain areas, but again, there's some like pieces of residue from like dirt, oil, et cetera, that I just won't be able to get off because it's been on the paint for so long to the point where it's surfaced inside. Still pretty crazy how clean this thing is looking though. I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more of the wheel cleaner to a couple bits that I forgot to do in the first part. So I pretty much just reapplied the wheel cleaner in this area, and I also forgot to do underneath right here. The cloth's already wet, so yeah, let's do it. Yeah, that looks way cleaner. This looks so much cleaner. I'm super happy. So we're all done. I hosed it off one more time, just like, you know, final touch. I'm gonna do some cinematics while talking, so you'll notice it's a lot wider, which is good, which is what I wanted. Down there used to be super black, and now it's not. You can actually see that it's white. Over here, especially in the backside over there, you can just see that it's just not as dirty. It doesn't look like there's an engine in here, you know? Down there, it's super clean too. Wow, does it look good? Yeah, just look at how clean this all is, man. It all looks great. Bear in mind, this car is 30 years old. So there's obviously going to be certain spots that you just can't clean unless, of course, you get a respray. This is by no means a detail, otherwise I'd probably get fired. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this first video of this new YouTube direction I'm going in. I also have my Instagram page at LuggyPics if you guys don't already know about that. I also just found out that I need to order pistons for the engine right now because there's too much play between the stock pistons and the cylinders because the cylinder's overboard from the wear and tear, which is, I mean, I guess lit because now I get aftermarket forged pistons. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for the next one. Take care.